Hey lovelies. Well, it's Wednesday again. I missed doing last week's Fibro episode, so I wanted to make sure I could do this one. I haven't had the best few weeks, health-wise, but I wanted to share with you this evening. I had a really good weekend, I will say that. I had a pretty bad few days last week. Sort of Monday evening, about 6 o'clock, until Wednesday dinner time, I spent most of the time in bed. It started off just on my usual fibro pain and getting really exhausted, and I couldn't keep my eyes open, and then I started getting this headache, and it just continued to grow and grow and grow until the point on Tuesday afternoon that I was throwing up because the pain was so severe. It was just so horrible. So it eased off on Wednesday, and I was able to sort of get back out of bed on Wednesday evening, and I got back on my feet. By the weekend I wasn't too bad, and I was having a nice weekend away with my mum and dad and Thomas, my husband, as well. We went to a beautiful wee place in Carlingford, which is a couple of hours away from Belfast. It's just over the border into Ireland. Would highly recommend it to anybody looking for a wee quiet seaside or fishing village in Ireland, just to see what old Ireland looks like. Really beautiful place, I have to say. It's I think the third time I've been there. So anyway, yeah, we had a nice weekend. I did walk a wee bit. Not even just a wee bit, I walked far too much. More than my body can really take. So come Sunday, coming home, I was so exhausted. I could barely keep my eyes open all day. And the pain in my body was just getting so extreme. So I spent most of Sunday and Monday then in bed just resting. But I mean, it in my opinion, it was worth it because it was just nice to get away. So anyway, come yesterday, I started feeling really crappy, and the headache started coming back, and today was so horrendous. I ended up throwing up this afternoon again, so that's twice now in the course of a week that I've had this really extreme migraine, and I'm sitting, as I did last week, I've got, this is actually an ice pack that I have wrapped in a tea towel, and I'm just moving it about my head and trying to, I'm so warm. Mostly I've been sitting with it like this here because it is just so soothing on the front of my head. So I know I look pretty weird right now, but I'm just going to stay like this. So I'm in bed, I'm in my nightie with, who have I got on me today? Mickey Mouse, I think. Yeah, I've got Mickey on me today, so anyway, a little bit of an update. Let's see, where are we at the minute? I was at the hospital today, for which should have been my second nerve blocker injection, but I got there, realised I was going to the ultrasound department, which I thought was a wee bit weird considering I'm normally at the chronic pain. So anyway, I was seeing a doctor that I'd never met before, and the girl that called me in, she said to me, okay, Dr. such and such will be here shortly, and he's going to do your scan. And at that point I thought, that doesn't sound right, I'm supposed to be getting an ultrasound guided injection. So he comes in, starts doing the scan, starts talking about inflammation in my shoulder and how he thinks physio would help, and starts asking me some questions about my health and yada yada. And I was kind of like, I'm supposed to be here for nerve blocker, this is my second injection by ultrasound, yada yada. And the letter even stated on it that I needed somebody with me because of that, and his details didn't. The information on his computer screen just said that he had to do an ultrasound. of the shoulder, which I was just so gutted because the pain that has been in my shoulder has been so bad. Again, I could just sit and cry all day. So I haven't got that yet. So I'm going to have to wait now until the doctor comes back to me to see what's happening with that injection, because it really worked well the first time round. So I'm hoping that they can give me it again so that it can help again. I had my review with the doctor for my medication and talked to them about my stomach issues and how it's getting worse again. So in the meantime, she's taken me off the naproxen, so I'm not on an anti-inflammatory anymore. I'm just taking my medication now stands at. I have my my Zydol, my Tramadol, and also my morphine patches. So she's wanting to see how that works out over the next coming weeks for me with my stomach. But I have to say, it's been nearly 2 weeks now. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow since I come off the naproxen, and my stomach is still as bad as it was then. So I don't think it's an naproxen. Well, whether it's an naproxen or not, it's obviously done the damage, so something else needs to be done. So I have to go and get an endoscopy. Hopefully it's just an endoscopy and not a colonoscopy as well. I don't know how much I've talked about my ulcers and my gastritis and Helicobacter pylori, but if it's something that you want to hear more about, maybe it's something that you guys suffer from IBS or anything like that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a video just explaining what I've been through and what affects me, and you know, what sort of things I had to go through and stuff like that. Because I don't want to just keep this to fibromyalgia, because obviously, yes, it's the biggest part of my illnesses right now, but there is other stuff that goes on as well that, you know, may be able to help other people, or people might want somebody to share their information with as well. So I've been pretty down lately, I have to be honest, and I'm sort of shutting myself away from some people, not particular people, you know, it's not like I'm specifically doing it, but I am just sort of pulling away because I am struggling to keep on that brave face at the moment and that fake smile and just get on with it, because I'll be honest, a lot of the time all I want to do is just sit in a darkened room and just hope that this all goes away soon. But it is hard, because there's sometimes where I just want to sit and cry and tell everybody, this is how I feel, this is how I feel, because I'm fed up having to put on a front and pretend that I am okay and can get up and go and do things and my life is normal, because I can't. I mean, one day I may be up and able to do something, and the next day I'm in bed, I'm crying, I'm in so much pain, it's just so bad. And it's sad because people do look at you as if you're lazy. But what people don't know is, even though I'm in so much pain and crying all the time, I'm still going around and walking my father-in-law's dog for him, even though it hurts me so much to actually do it and do that walk and everything. I'm not a lazy person, and as much as I can, I'm up and I'm about and trying to do things. But there is just sometimes where I wish I could step back and for somebody to go, gosh, you do. You are having it rough. I get you. I think that's the thing. I just want somebody to go, I understand. I get how hard it is. You know? And I'm sure a lot of yous are the same, you know. It's really, really hard. It's okay for us who has it to sort of sit and chat with each other and bond over it and be there for each other. But there's times whenever you wish people in your family would just sit down and go, oh my goodness, this is rubbish, this is crap, how can you live your life like this? Because sometimes I just don't know how I do live my life like this. and how I get from one day to the other. I mean, I think one of the only things that keeps me going every day is because I have faith that I won't always be this bad. And I don't think that I could take it if I actually believed that this was me for the rest of my life. I mean, I have to be honest, it is something that scares the life out of me, that I'll never get better from this, and this is just how life's going to be from now on. And even at the thought of that, I mean, the tears are welling up in my eyes, and it does scare me. But I have to have faith that I will get better from this, and my life will change, and I'll be able to plan a life properly again. I mean, lately I've been messing up so much with I'm wanting to go see people, and then my health is just knocking the stuffing out of me, and my brain just. I mean, today I was supposed to go and see a friend this morning, and have a bit of lunch with her before going to my hospital appointment this evening, and I didn't sleep all of last night, and then this morning I fell asleep early, and I didn't wake up until Thomas's alarm went off at 1:30, and I should have texted to let her know that I couldn't come because I wasn't well, but you know, when I was still lying awake that early in the morning, I didn't even think to text her, just to say that I hadn't slept. I had my alarm set for 9 o'clock so that I could judge whether I was going to be fit enough to go out or not, but I didn't even wake up. And I felt so bad. I don't want to mess people about. I don't want people to think that I'm just making plans and then cancelling just because I can't be bothered, or I don't want people to go out of their way to change their life, not their life, their days for me, and then for me to not be able to come. It is so frustrating that it does have to be that way. You know, I could say, yeah, I'll come and see you next Thursday, or let's go and do something on such and such a day, and then I'll get to that day and I'll be so horrendously bad that I can't actually do that, and it is something that I will just always struggle with, because I want to be able to just get up and go and do things like I used to, and it's so hard being a 29-year-old who really doesn't have much of a life. I mean, I'm thankful for the love and family that I have, and my friends. I mean, I'm so lucky my wee brother came up tonight and pulled up my carpet for me because I'm getting a new one down. And that was really, really good. You know, he just came up, he did it all, I didn't have to do anything. And then we just sat and chatted. I lay on the sofa, reclined back with this on my head. But it is rubbish sometimes. And I know in a couple of days, whenever I'm feeling a wee bit better again, I'll be more perky and it'll be okay and whatever. But when you're just in so much overwhelming pain, it's hard to be so positive. I don't think I'm going to stay anymore. I think I'm going to sign off because this has been nearly 15 minutes and it's just kind of a chat with you all, and I hope I haven't bored you and it's not been one of those rubbish videos that nobody wants to listen to. But I obviously always said that I wanted to be honest and chat with you as I am. There's no point in me doing fibromyalgia videos if I'm not going to let you see me whenever I am actually bad. So this is me. This is Lindsay. Not at her worst, but this is me bad enough. But anyway, gonna do some beauty videos tomorrow. I'm gonna do the voiceovers for them, so hopefully by Friday I'll have quite a few more videos up for you all. But in the meantime, just sending you so much love and hope you're having a pain-free week and restless sleeps. I love you all. Bye.